Good morning, siblings in Christ, and happy Saturday. I have a word for some people. I think that this word will resonate with many people because obviously all of us have dreams. Dreams can be very vague, some dreams can be very vivid. With me, so there are three types of dreams that you are going to have. You're going to have dreams that are from your subconscious, which is things that are in your everyday life, things that you're thinking about, things that you're worried about. There's those subconscious dreams from your mind. The devil can do things in your dreams as well. He can send you dreams to try to scare you, to try to cause anger, confusion. And God can also give you prophetic dreams, or dreams that when he wants to give you instruction, right? I'm going to read a Bible verse regarding God giving you instruction. So this is going to be Job 33 verses 15 through 17. Now this is the King James Version, of course. I'm going to read these to you real quick. So it says, this is Job 33, 15 through 17. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Right? So in your dreams, obviously, you're not prideful, you're not haughty, you're not any of those things. So this is where God can give you the most purest instruction to where you are going to see it for sure. You're not going to confuse it with anything. You're going to know. So for me, when I have a prophetic dream versus a regular like rubbish type of dream, it looks a lot different. It feels different, number one. And it looks a lot different. When God gives me a dream, the atmosphere is different. I feel way different, and I can see things clear as day, as if I'm right there in real life. It's really weird. Some of it you can't even explain. Like once I had this dream about a warlock. God was showing me this warlock, and it almost was like, okay, if you squint your eyes like this, you can barely see, but you can see something. It was as if God had my eyes open at the beginning of him showing me the warlock, but then they were starting to close, like it was going like this. My vision was doing that. So by the time this vision was, or my eyes were closing, I was seeing this man say, I'm sorry, God. I did the wrong spell. I'm sorry. And he was trying to plead with God. And God was showing me that he was dealing with him. And then I saw this weird transition, and I saw Jesus's face and a lion. It was the most, I don't even know how to describe it, but I'd never had a dream like this one before. And I knew that dream was from God specifically. But then I could have a dream where I am running from something crazy, or I'm having a dream where I'm in a room full of people I don't even know, and I might be arguing or trying to fight with someone or something like that. I know that that dream was not sent from God, right? But there are dreams that you also have in your subconscious that, like, if you are worried about a job, if you're worried about whatever it is you're worried about, you can just simply have a dream about that, maybe even every night, because that's what is in your mind. And so when you fall asleep, that's what you're thinking about, right? But the devil gives you dreams too. So you have to be very careful and make sure that you use discernment. That's why it's important that we strengthen our discernment and stay in our word. That way we can decipher between a dream from God, from our subconscious, or from the devil, right? And I know that a lot of people, I even see it on here where a lot of people talk about, oh, well, God didn't tell so-and-so this, or you don't know what God told people, okay? Literally, the Bible says, Acts 2:17, in the last days, God said, and it shall come to pass in the last days that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. So that doesn't mean he's going to just, choose just one group of people and that's going to be it. No, you can't be prophetic because this person is prophetic, or there's already too many prophetic people. No, he said, in the last days, I'm going to pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Okay. So that's not him being specific, saying only older people will have dreams. No, he's just saying your young people and old people, they'll both have visions and dreams. That is what God is saying. So your dreams can be really, really important, or they can mean absolutely nothing. And that is up to you to strengthen your relationship with God. That way you know whether the dream is from him, or whether the dream is from Satan, or whether it's from yourself. Now, I want to talk about interpreting dreams a little bit, because this has become like a big thing as well. Some people are, I feel like, maybe make up things, and then there are people who actually go to God to get interpretations, but then you can also research and look up things too. So I feel like whenever you're having a dream that you're unsure about, you want to interpret it, always take it to God first. Ask God what this dream means. If you feel like it's not a dream that's just rubbish or completely left, if it's a dream where you feel like it has meaning, your spirit felt something different, always take it to God first because he is the first interpreter. Now I'm going to read you something from this is Genesis, okay? This is where Joseph was having he was interpreting the dream for the two prisoners, right? So this is, I'm sorry, I thought I wrote this one down, but I didn't. Okay, so it's Genesis chapter 40. This is verse 5 through verse 8. Okay, so this is where Joseph is in prison now, and there's the butler and a baker in prison with him, and they both had dreams, and they asked Joseph to interpret the dreams. Now I want you guys to pay attention to what Joseph told them, okay? So it says, and they dreamed a dream, both of them, talking about the butler and the baker, each man his dream in one night, each man according to the interpretation of his dream, the butler and the baker of the king of Egypt, which were bound in the prison. And Joseph came in unto them in the morning, and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad. And he asked Pharaoh's officers that were with him in the ward of his Lord's house, saying, Wherefore look ye so sadly today? And they said unto him, We have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. Now pay attention to what Joseph says. And Joseph said unto them, Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me them, I pray you. So that is Joseph specifically saying interpretations belong to God. He can interpret your dream. So I feel like when you ask God to interpret your dream, there may be some things that God gives you to go research yourself. Like maybe you want to go research what this animal means in a dream. Like what is the meaning of me seeing this animal in my dream? Things like that is fine. But when you have a prophetic dream and you're unsure what it means, always go to God first, because your dreams do have meaning. Now animals and dreams are a whole different another video, you guys. I have had so many dreams about so many animals that I have researched and I've talked to God about. And so I know a lot of the interpretations for animals and dreams. If you guys are interested in me making a video specifically about animals in dreams, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know which animals you guys are always dreaming about. There's certain things that a lot of us know already, even without going to research it, because you've either went to God about it or you already know just by word of mouth that, like, when you're giving birth in a dream and you're not actually giving birth in real life, you're not pregnant or trying to be pregnant, that giving birth means birth to a blessing, not necessarily a baby. You're giving birth to something. God is using you to do a thing, right? Like we know that houses, when you have dreams about houses, normally those houses represent your life and your house. Like you're the house, you're the temple, right? It's not necessarily a actual house. So yeah, dreams can get very, very complicated. That's why you always want to be taking your dreams to God. There are prophets out here that can interpret your dreams, like Joseph. There are people who are specific. God gave them a specific calling in interpreting dreams. Now, I don't know how you guys would go about finding those people. I wouldn't go on Google or go on Etsy to find anything like that, because there are a lot of people who go, oh yeah, I'm spiritual. When people say I'm spiritual, you have to be very careful, because when I hear people say I'm spiritual, I don't get so into religion, but I'm spiritual. I go, what kind of spiritual? Because there's godly spiritual, and then there's worship the gods and kings and chakra spiritual. So just be super particular if you're allowing people that you do not know to interpret or prophesy over your life, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to give a little insight in terms of dream interpretations and the type of dreams that people have, because I feel like there are people that God placed out here to be dreamers, and I'm one of them. I have a lot of prophetic dreams. Lately, he's been giving me prophetic dreams for myself. That's why I haven't really been posting on here prophetic dreams for you guys or words regarding that, because he's been giving me them regarding my own life. But I'm sure he will soon. He's always giving me dreams for you guys. But if you guys have any questions, like I said, comment. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I got more heat for y'all as God gives it to me. And I love you guys. And I will see you in the next video, siblings.